Hey, property explorers. This is Keneshia Haye, your Jacksonville Dream Home Specialist. And so I'm out here today. I want to share with you, I have an open house coming up this following weekend, this Saturday, guys. I'll be having an open house at 2283 Shady Breeze Lane, and that's out in the Green Cove Springs area in Florida. All right. Now, this home here is a beautiful 5-bedroom, 3-bath. It's 3 full baths, right? This home was built in 2023, so it's primarily a fairly new home, right? It is 2492 square feet, so almost 2,500 square feet. And like I say, it's 5 true bedrooms and it's 3 full bathrooms. This is a 2-story home and it's equipped with 2-car garage, right? And so, it's in the Clay County area, y'all. It's the sought after A+ rating schools. And so I just wanted to come on here and just give you all some breakdown of what the monthly payments would look like, whether you're going to use a VA loan, a conventional loan, or an FHA loan, right? And so the price of this home right now is going for $440,000. Yeah, $440 for a 5-bedroom, really brand new home, right? And so this is equipped for maybe a first-time home buyer, or even if this is your second, third time purchasing. And I mentioned first-time home buyers because there are some down payment assistance programs if you're going to use one of the loans that require down payment. They also have some closing cost assistance programs out there, y'all. So you can purchase this house with little to no money down. That's correct. So your lender, if you don't have a lender that you're working with, reach out to me. I'll get you connected with one of our local lenders here that is vast in the down payment and closing cost assistant programs. So I wanted to go over the different payments. Like I said, if you're going to be using a VA home loan, for all our veterans out there, you have a 0 monthly payment, right? Piggyback off of the VA home loan, since that is a 0%. You're able to also use the USDA loan, guys. So if you're not a veteran and you would like to take advantage of a 0% down payment program, you may be able to do the USDA loan because that qualifies in the Middleburg and in the Green Cove area, right? So like I say, you reach out to me and I'll find out more information on that from the lenders. But for our veterans, guys, 0% down payment. Now, if you may need some closing cost assistance, we can always talk with the seller, or like I say, there are some closing cost assistant programs out there that your lender will also get you signed up for. And so with the VA home loan, guys, we are looking at a monthly payment of about $3,565. And that's a rough estimate. That's with your taxes and insurance. So that VA amount, that $3,500, that is included with the taxes and insurance and your principal, right? And so the taxes for this area, for this home, is roughly coming around $715 a month. However, breathe. That is your taxes as well as the CDD fee for this area. So this community here, Cross Creek, does have a CDD because it has a grand amenity center, y'all. They have the lap pools out there. They even have the kiddie pool. I believe they have some of the tennis and some other courts that they have out there for your entertainment. They have a gym out there, and you can also rent the outdoor room for parties, right? So how fun will that be? Now, saying that, the CDD fee, in my opinion, I like to say it takes the place of an HOA, because typically in the neighborhoods that I see have a CDD, the HOA fee is very, very minimum. So in this case, the HOA for this community is only $100 a year, whereas the CDD is about $2,900, and it all bases on the home that you're purchasing, right? So in this neighborhood, for this particular large size home, you're looking at about $2,947 for the CDD, and that's for the entire year, right? So with your taxes and CDD, those go hand in hand together in your escrow. And then at the end of the year, your mortgage lender goes ahead and pays the county those tax fees, right? Insurance, the estimated insurance for this area right now is about $67, give or take. Each person will be different. Each home will be different. But typically in a new construction community, insurance is really not that expensive. Why? You have a new home. They know that the roof trusses are good to go. You know, it was just inspected a few years ago. So the trust there is a lot higher. So therefore the insurance does not need to be catastrophic, right? So it's only about maybe $67 to $80 a month for the home insurance. Now, going on to the FHA loan, guys. So you know that the FHA loan has a down payment requirement. And typically that down payment requirement is 3.5%. So in this case, on a $440,000 home, guys, we're looking at $15,400 for that down payment for the FHA loan, right? And so with that being said, that is putting our FHA monthly payments at close to what the VA is. So although you're going to be putting down $15,400, your monthly payment is still going to be around the $3,500. And because you have what's called a PMI, it's a mortgage insurance that follows the FHA, as well as it's with the conventional loan as well. But with the conventional loan, it falls off after a certain period of time, but with the FHA, it continues. So it's like an extra $100, $200 a month. So therefore, you know, that's why that payment may look like almost close to the same as the VA home loan, right? And all of these estimates, guys, that I'm giving you, this is according to the current, like I'm giving you an interest rate of about 6%, right? And our current interest rate is about maybe 6.2, 6.5 range. And in some cases, I've even seen some people drop it lower, right? And so that's why I gave you just an estimate, about a 6% interest rate. So these numbers that I'm putting on the screen for you, 3568. Now let's talk about the conventional loan. The conventional loan now, if this is going to be your primary residence, can be 20 to 25% down payment. So I use the 20% down payment for this example, which is going to be $110,000 that you'll be putting down for the conventional loan. If you decided to do 20%, and 20%, I believe would allow you to not have to have a PMI attached to your mortgage, right? So with that being said, your monthly payments for a conventional is going to be about $2,870. So that's $2,870 is what your payment is going to look like. Maybe you'll talk to your lender about which one of these loan types is better for you. I understand if you've not served, you cannot use the VA home loan. However, like I said, try out the USDA. We'll talk with your lender and see, hey, do you qualify to use that? Is this home qualifying to use the USDA loan? So those are questions we can find out. That way you can keep that $110,000 in your pocket, right? So I'm all about trying to save you some money in the long run, right? And like I say, there are some down payment as well as closing cost assistance programs out there. I have lenders that are vast in the knowledge of this. So guys, reach out to me. Home buying is simple. It's not as difficult as people may think it is. Listen, if you're watching any of my first-time home buyer class videos, you'll hear me let you know it's as easy as you make it to be. So if we're asking you for documents and things like that, you turn it in on time, and it's not as difficult, guys. And I know a lot of people get hung up on the financing of it. And I'm letting you know, you can purchase a home right now in this market for little to no money down. Yeah. So your earnest money that you'll put down, which is you saying, hey, seller, take your house off the market. I'm serious about this purchase. Sometimes you receive that earnest money because it's still your money. So you receive it back at closing if you or your lender don't decide to use it in the transaction. So when I say use it in a transaction, you may want to purchase the appraisal with it. You may want to buy down your interest rate points with that, or whatever else you and your lender decide that you may want to use that earnest money. And that earnest money typically is about $1,000 to 1% of whatever the sales price of the home is, just to give you a generalized number of what most people request for that earnest money. And so with that being said, it's not money lost. It's your money still. That money goes over to the title company and sits. We all receive a receipt, including you and your lender. Receive a receipt that is able to track throughout the transaction. So it's not money lost. It's still your money, right? So honestly, you can purchase a home for little to no money down. All right, guys. So come and check me out this Saturday, October 4th. at, let me put the address back up here for you. It's at 2283 Shady Breeze Lane in Green Cove Springs. And that's this Saturday. And it's going to be from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Come on out. Check us out. We'll have some light refreshments there for you, as well as a gift card drawing giveaway. All right. Come walk this house, y'all. Check it out. See if it's a good fit for you. All righty. I look forward to seeing y'all. Property explorers, come check your girl out. I'll talk to y'all later.